In section 7.2, we're going to be talking about rational exponents, and we can see right here we said a rational fraction exponent has 1 as the numerator. Okay, so in this case it has 1. When we want to rewrite these into this format, we're going into a radical form, our denominator becomes our index. So 4 is our radicand, our denominator is 2, so it's our index, which is also a known 2, so the square root of 4 is just 2. Okay, the next one we're going to rewrite, and we have 27, and the denominator is our index, so we have the cubed root of 27, which is just going to be 3. Then we have our next one. We want to rewrite this. First of all, I'm just going to ignore my negative out there, and I'm going to write index is a 2, and then that negative I'm just going to keep in front because that's where it was at. Now I'm going to evaluate the square root of 64 is 8, and my negative just carries over and stays in front of it. Okay, next we're going to talk about when the exponent, the number is greater than 1 in the numerator. This is an M, it's hard to see, and this is an N. N, this one's the M, this one's the N, and this one is the M. I know that's hard to see. There's two different forms you can write this. You can write it with the exponent underneath the radical bar, or you can see you have the exponent all of this raised to the power of M. So we're going to look at the next one. First of all, I'm going to rewrite it under the radical. So negative 64, since it's in parentheses, it's all included under the radical. My denominator is 3, so that's my index, and then I'm going to square it. Square this whole thing. That's my numerator. So I'm going to work from this inside, and I'm going to do the cubed root of negative 64. That becomes negative 4. And then now I'm going to square that. So negative 4 squared is going to be 16. On my next example, first I'm going to rewrite it using our format. My denominator is a 4, so that's my index, and then I'm going to use my numerator here. So now we're looking at working the inside first. The fourth root of 16 is just going to be 2, and then now I'm going to cube that, so 2 cubed is 8. If you take a minute and look at the negative rational exponents, this property right here, you'll see that if the exponent is negative, we bring it to the bottom and we rewrite it down here where it's positive, and we just keep 1 as a placeholder in the numerator, and these represent both of our cases that we can rewrite this form as. So the first thing we want to do with this one is we want to get rid of that negative exponent right there by moving it to the denominator. So I'm just going to use this first step as a rewrite step because now it's not negative anymore. Once it's not negative, we're going to we'll move this one to the other form up there above. So we're going to rewrite it using our radical. So we're going to do radical 125. This is our index is going to be a cube, and then we're going to raise that to the 5th power. So now the cubed root of 125 is going to be 5, and then that's raised to the 5th power, so that's 1 over 3,125.